Alright, is it more Sonic Adventure? No, it is not. Mixing it up on us. What did they say that guy's name was in the title screen? Ahab Hawkins? Aben Hawkins. Aben. That's not a name. There's Gaben, which people used to refer to Gabe Newell, the founder of Valve and the world's fattest man. You ever see that comic where it was Gabe Newell's childhood, and his mother asks him, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And he says, "I want to sell imaginary hats to strangers." And she says, "Well, that's not a realistic goal. Maybe you could have a goal of becoming the world's fattest man." And then he just looks at the camera with a smile and so yeah, 1001 Spikes. It's you're an Indiana Jones type guy, and the levels are very difficult with lots of trial and error and memorization and the like. And that's pretty much all there is to it. That's all. 'Cause that's how we fix it, says the guy in the Skittles commercial. There's a heck of a jump. My logic tends to skip around a bit. Skip around a lot. Fuck me, am I tired. Did you notice the mic quality's better this episode? Well, probably not. But anyway, yeah, that's better, for at least for now. Might get worse again, depending on how things go. So you can pick up keys. You probably already knew that, though. I don't want to be one of those boring channels that just provides, basic entry-level commentary with, "You can jump, and you can pick up the key to open the door." That's not interesting to listen to. But neither's this. What movies have I seen lately? I saw Good Burger like 3 years ago, actually. It wasn't even a recent movie back then. But yeah, it was a decent movie. I pulled it up as a joke, but I ended up watching the whole thing. And yeah, I'm getting hungry. God damn. Being tired and hungry at the same time usually isn't a good formula. Gotta talk like a normal person. Not a good formula for Let's Plays. You'll notice that prompt at the screen where you can have player 2 enter the game, but we're not gonna do that, and I don't know how to make it go away. So you're just gonna have to get used to it. You guys ever watch, sorry, I was getting disrupted by some gas. Now I've got a weird taste in my mouth. Anyway, you guys ever watch Tropical Cocktails on Adult Swim? I really liked it, but all the whiny chodes on Reddit didn't, saying this is the worst show ever, there's too much shouting. I say they've just got no taste. They can't appreciate the comedic brilliance of bomb 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 bomb. 'Cause there was that one character that said that. You know what I'm talking about. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Yes. So yeah, let's trial and error still. You just get a little better every time. It's like that Family Guy bit. You don't win, you just do a little better every time. Oh, Family Guy. You are no longer entertaining to me. It's hard to say if the show's gone downhill or if I've just outgrown it. Hard to say. Maybe a little of both, honestly. I feel like I got into it, had a good time when I was the right age many years ago, because, with most TV networks, they have a rule where you have to have 100 episodes before they can start doing syndicated reruns. And Family Guy hit that mark right around the time when I turned 12, and I had never seen the show at that point, so right when I was the exact age for it, it was the same time when they started doing syndicated reruns. So I got to see the whole backlog of episodes right when they were the funniest they could be from my perspective. Yes, indeed. I'll never forget how happy that made me feel back then. Gosh, when was the last time I actually felt anything? That's a bit too personal for this Let's Play channel. You came here to watch 1001 Spikes, not hear someone piss and moan about problems. I'm gonna try to get that skull, but I screwed it up, so yeah. So you get 1,000 lives if you hadn't already noticed. And if somehow you manage to lose every single one of them over the course of the game, then you get a legitimate game over. But you don't lose a whole lot of progress, and then you only get 3 lives back instead of the 1,000 that you started with. That's the mechanic. You guys ever see that thing where the Smash Mouth guy was doing a music concert and people were throwing bread at him, and he started getting really angry and he was threatening to beat the shit out of some guy while the audience was already, not the audience, fuck me, the backing band was already starting to play the music from the song. So his threats are just kind of like the lyrics to the backing track of All Star. And am I making any sense right now? I think you'd have to see it in person to really get a feel for what I'm trying to say. Yes, indeed. Well, I've already beaten 5 stages. Only's taken about 7 minutes so far. We're just rolling right along. I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling. You know that song? Probably not. The band that made that, I'm just gonna assume that you know, and I'm not gonna explain it to you, but the band that made that never really could decide on a style. All this stuff is very differentiated in terms of how it sounds. Yeah, I quite like that song that goes, "Is Chicago, is not Chicago." Those guys weren't even famous back then, so I don't have to worry about anybody in the audience knowing what this is. I don't know why I'd be worried, though. This is just getting nonsensical at this point. Did I mention I got a, what's the word I'm looking for? I got one of those special custom-made N64 controllers where the D-pad is made out of rubber instead of plastic and it's more usable. I'm real happy about that. But I probably already mentioned that in an episode of Sonic Adventure or something. I apologize for the repetition. That was the same way I died last time. When will I learn? What was the episode of SpongeBob where the newscaster, he leans out of the TV and he says, "When will he learn?" That was pretty damn funny when that happened. Okay, this time's gonna be different. See, there we go. There we go, just a little bit further. Just a passing thought I had. I got Dark Souls on Steam a couple years ago, but it couldn't run on my computer. But, even though it was my new computer, which is supposed to be better, I mean, it's like an i7 or something of that caliber, but somehow it couldn't run this game from 2009. But a buddy of mine suggested upgrading my drivers, which I did. And I don't think I've tried Dark Souls since then, so it might actually work now for all I know. I should give that a try. Might make decent, what's the word I'm looking for? Might make a decent candidate for this show. Whenever I say the word decent, it just reminds me of Eddie Deason, the voice actor who played Mandark on Dexter's Lab, and the geeky kid from the Polar Express. God, I always hated that movie. It came out the same year as The Incredibles, and the same week even, or maybe the same month, but somewhere in that window. I remember thinking that The Incredibles was so much better, and that the Polar Express just seemed really lame by comparison. And I stand by that opinion to this day. The CG in that's kinda creepy looking. They try to make it look a little too real. As a kid, I didn't pick up on that. I just thought it was normal CG because I didn't know what the standards were. But then, like a decade later, it was just on TV, because you know it always is during Christmas, and I was really tired, and my eyes were kind of glazed over, I guess you could say, and the kids in the movie looked like actual live-action kids, because the CG's so realistic, and that really tripped me up. I was just thinking, man, I am tired. So yeah. Okay, slow and easy. This is gonna be tricky. God damn it. Oh. Another one is that one didn't get far at all. Here's a topic of conversation for you. What do you think Justin Bieber's doing lately? Think he's taken up like grave robbing or something? Do you think he could get away with that if he actually did start doing something horrendous like that? They'll say, this is awful, but he made that famous song from 2011 with the baby in it. The baby song. You know, they did a brief parody of that in The Amazing World of Gumball, because they were trying to fix Mr. Watterson's alarm clock, and or maybe they were trying to break it. Anyway, they were trying to upset him for some reason. They were saying, how'd you like to listen to young people's music? And they had this goofy ass song that went baby, 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 and yeah, he was saying, that said baby 7 times in 10 seconds. Wonder if I'm gonna get content ID'd for that. It's gonna think that's an actual song. Just like how JonTron got content ID'd and the proceeds of all of his videos went to R. Kelly. That's just funny. I mean, the things that R. Kelly did aren't funny at all. I saw the prosecutor describe everything in graphic detail on the news a few months ago, and oh boy, R. Kelly is one sick son of a bitch. Gee, I hope he doesn't see this Let's Play on this channel with 4 subscribers. He might come after me. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But that's just the new normal now. You can't say what you want on the internet without fear of repercussion. The future sucks. Alright, that's probably enough 1001 spindles for now. I guess the screen's kinda cut off. I saw that on the menu it said like N and... oh well, all the important parts are there. Yeah, so we'll pick this up for another episode. Guess we haven't unlocked most of those modes, but that's okay.